I'm Hannah. I'm a tutor at Sky Academy. We are looking at the topic of financial maths within the Year 11 standard course, and specifically we're looking at earning and managing money, which is MSF1. So we're going to talk about calculating tax, if you get a tax refund or if you owe more tax. So here are the two formulas for the tax owing and tax refund. And so tax refund is your tax paid minus the tax payable, and your tax owing is tax payable minus the tax paid. So it's just flipped around the other way for these two. And so you pay tax on your income, and depending on how much tax you pay as you go, by the end of the year, you will get a tax refund or you'll owe more tax. So let's have a look at an example. So here we have a tax box. So this will tell us how much tax you have to pay depending on your taxable income. So if your income is between 0 to 18,200, you won't have to pay any tax. But if your income is over 18,200, you will have to pay tax. So Lola has taxable income of $25,000. How much tax will she have to pay? So we have to first figure out what range 25,000 fits into. So if we have a look here, 25,000 is below 37,000, so we know it's not going to be in that range. And if we look here, 25,000 is between 18,000 to 37,000. So this is the row that we are going to focus on. Now we have to figure out how much tax she has to pay. So she doesn't have to pay a fixed rate. She has nil here, so it's 0 plus 19 cents for each dollar over 18,000. So we have to figure out how much money she's over 18,200. And so we're going to do that by minusing her taxable income minus the tax payable. So $25,000 minus 18,200 is going to be 6,800. So she has to pay $1.19 for every dollar over 18,200. So we have $6,800 over 18,200. So she has to pay that times 19 cents times 0.19. And that's going to give us an answer of 1,292 tax. So she'll have to pay 1,292 tax. So to calculate how much tax someone needs to pay, what you need to do is figure out what row they go in, then figure out if they have a base rate. And if they have a base rate, write it down. Then you need to calculate how much money they are over the amount specified. In this case, it was 18,200. And then once you figure out how much over she is, times it by the amount they ask, which in this case was 19 cents. And that will give you your tax. So now we've calculated our tax, we can go into question B. And question B says, if she has already paid $1,650 in pay-as-you-go tax, which means every pay slip she pays amount in tax, will she get a tax refund or will she have to pay more? So our formula for this one will be our refund formula. We're going to have a go at that one. And it's going to be tax paid minus tax payable. And so the tax that she paid as she went was $16,050. minus the tax payable, and we just calculated the tax payable to be $1,902. And so she's going to get a refund because this tax paid is bigger than the tax payable. So she's already paid too much, so she's going to get the tax back that she didn't need to pay. 1650 minus 1292, and so she's going to get a refund of $358. $358. So if you remember back in the previous slide, we had a refund formula and a tax owing formula. And to figure out which one to use, if your tax that you've already paid is bigger, you get a refund. But if the tax that you've already paid is less, you're going to have to pay more. And so you're going to do the tax owing. So refund, if paid is bigger, if the tax you have already paid is bigger, and owing, if the tax you have already paid is less. And that's how you do your tax payable.